What's going on? We back. We back. Early morning grind, a rare appearance. Early morning grind, man. Shout out to everybody holding us down. Shout out to everybody that's checking out the content, man. We on the push for 10,000 subs. Appreciate it for everybody helping us get there. Want to do a boxing stream? I could have did an individual video, but I said let me squeeze in an early morning video, man. Once again, most definitely appreciate everybody for coming through, man. This is probably a rare occurrence. I had time today to squeeze one in the morning, so yeah, we're gonna take it there. Um, and talk some boxing earlier this morning, man. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook. Don't forget to check us out on Twitter. Don't forget to you can email me for video requests, DM, however you want it to go down. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. And at least the bell icon button is supposed to work. It don't work all the time, man. But um, talk about Manny Pacquiao did an interview yesterday, saying that how Blue Blood, I believe it was, asked him, how would you deal with Errol Spence? He said, how you deal with a bigger fighter is that you beat him with speed. I'd be shocked. Say this first. I'd be shocked if Manny Pacquiao took the Errol Spence fight. I would. Okay, but what he did say when he got over to PBC, did an article on Boxing that he wants to fight the best that PBC has to offer. Saul, what's going on? Yeah, I seen AB, man. I talked about him yesterday. But he said he wants to fight the best that Premier Boxing Champions has to offer. And Adrian Broner ain't a bad name to start off with. I like to see him fight Danny Garcia, Lamar Peterson next. If you're not gonna fight Floyd, don't stick with DeMaio. So yeah. So hey, if he fight Errol Spence, I'd be shocked. Errol Spence said when he met up with Terence Crawford that Al wanted him to fight Pacquiao. You see, Keith Thurman said he'd take Pacquiao over Sean Porter. So I don't want to see none of them get Pacquiao. I want them to fight each other. Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, Terrence Bud Crawford. They all need to fight each other. You know what I'm saying? None of them need to be worried about Pacquiao. Pacquiao got a regular WBA belt. If Keith Thurman get the Pacquiao fight, Keith Thurman done. Keith Thurman get that payday, win, lose, or draw. Keith Thurman ain't fighting no Errol Spence or no Crawford. He'll fight Sean Porter again. But yeah, I mean, Pacquiao said speed, man. I think his speed ain't what it used to be. He done lost more than a half step, more than a step. You know what I'm saying? He lost a lot of speed. He lost a lot of speed, bro. So, I don't think, his foot movement ain't what it used to be neither. He can't fade Spence right now, in my opinion, unless, Garcia exposed something to Spence that we don't know. And that can happen. You know what I'm saying? That can happen with Errol Spence. Come on, these fighters, man, Errol Spence and the rest of these dudes, man, they ain't fought elite level competition yet. I want to see them fight each other. The most elite competition is Thurman, Crawford, and Spence fighting each other. Elite competition exposes holes in games, in these dudes' games. We might not see it because, for one, somebody might not have a corner to expose the holes. Two, the corner might not have a fighter that exposed the holes. But it only take one fighter to expose a fighter. A lot of these times, these fighters lose confidence when that happens. They don't know how to make an adjustment. They trainer don't clean up the BS. See, when Pacquiao lost to Eric Morales, you know what I'm saying, back when Freddie Roach was in his prime as a coach, when he lost to Morales, Freddie Roach came back and gave Manny Pacquiao a better right hand, a better lead hand, because Pacquiao was southpaw. And when he came back and improved Manny Pacquiao, Pacquiao beat the hell out of Eric Morales twice, easily. The first fight was harder because he didn't have a right hand to carry out the mission. So Morales knew he just had to avoid the straight left. But when the right hand became a factor for Manny Pacquiao from fight 1 to fight 2, that's the adjustments you got to make. A lot of these fighters today can't make that adjustment. Garcia said on Spanish TV they both doing testing. I told y'all they was doing testing. Hey, send me that interview link if you got it, Saul. If you got to send me that interview. I knew Mikey Garcia, Errol Spence was doing testing. Mikey said they doing Mikey said they doing extensive testing. They doing more than VADA. Y'all out there listening to Victor Conte, you know, who was a snitch and who's a sleazeball. You know, I wouldn't listen to Victor Conte for nothing. That ain't the guy. That ain't the guy that I would go for information from. He's a joke. And all that was, you know, talking about this VADA testing and stuff, that was something to discredit Errol Spence. That's all it is. It's always been about in boxing, you know, behind the scenes is to discredit the black fighter, the Cuban fighter, the Dominican fighters. It's always been about that, to discredit the fighters, man. You know, and the fans are conditioned to discredit American fighters. And people say, oh, make it about race. Shut up. Because boxing ain't nothing but about race. Make sure I smash that like button. Boxing ain't nothing but race. A whole bunch of racist keyboard warriors now. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. But I already knew Mikey and Errol was doing testing, man. Cali Enigma, we chop it up often behind the scenes, man. He told me when he heard Mikey say they was doing extensive testing. I was like, yeah, his word good with me. I know they're going to do testing. You know, people wanted to make that a story. Oh, the weight bully Errol Spence ain't doing testing. Like, at the end of the day, man, if you knew who Victor Conte was, you wouldn't trust his word for nothing. Y'all feel me? You know? So his word don't hold no weight. A lot of people don't know shit about boxing. You know, I had to hop on in the morning, man, because, man, motherfuckers talk about the same shit every morning. I just want to do this right now. Talk about something different, dog. Everybody got the same subject matter in boxing. The same thing, man. Everybody copy off the next guy. Ain't nobody got no creativity. AJ, Spence, AJ, Wilder, Fury, Spence, Eddie Hearn. Like, God damn, give it a rest. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of shit to talk about, man. These dudes is lazy on YouTube, man. These dudes is lazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? They act like they don't know nothing. A lot of these dudes don't know shit about boxing, man. That's why I hopped on in the morning. I'm tired of hearing the same shit every morning, man. New Fat Boy Fitness, salute. Sweet Science, salute. Yeah, Freddie Roach gonna be Tyson Fury. Yeah, Tyson Fury. Fuck Freddie Roach, ain't gonna do shit for him. Yeah. Victor Conte is known for masking agents, man, and did snitching. Get the fuck out of here, man. All them dudes over at Snack is all them dudes that work with him with Snack, they suspect to me, bro. All them dudes are suspect. You know, you can't tell me none of them dudes are suspect, bro. I don't care. I like Devin Haney, Danny Jacobs, Demetrius Andrade. I think Mikey Garcia gonna be working with Snack now. All them dudes are suspect, bro. You working with Victor Conte, a known PED. And what's so funny about it is, man, a known PED peddler. What's so funny about it is this, though. The funny thing about it is they talk about Juan Marquez working with Memo Hernandez, whatever old dude name was. They talk about him, you know, working with him. But ain't nobody talk about all the fighters that's working with Victor Conte on Snack. I'm telling you, like boxing is the most fickle and wishy-washy sport out there, man. Very, very fickle, man. You know what I'm saying? People turn the blind eye to this. You don't see all them dudes that make those videos about Errol Spence being a juicer and not joining VADA. You don't see none of them saying nothing. Nobody saying nothing about now they doing VADA testing. I said it from the beginning in the first video. I said I heard they doing extensive VADA testing, and Errol Spence probably gonna do VADA USADA again, like he did with Kell Brook, USADA and VADA. They don't say nothing about that. It's all about discrediting fighters, man. That's what boxing is about now. Boxing is about discrediting fighters before the best fighting the best. The best fighting the best ain't even top five thing that the boxing fans want no more. You know, discrediting fighters is easily number one in the sport of boxing. Discrediting fighters, and then you got dudes on here with channels that all they do is make hate videos. It ain't no method to their science, man. And people watch that shit, bro, because these dudes want drama just like women want drama. You know what I'm saying? That's what I noticed with every boxing show is designed about. A lot of these dudes shit is designed about hatred for a fighter. You know what I'm saying? You know, but really they like those fighter style though. Let's keep it real. You know, well, throw Andre Ward in there too. He from Oakland. Victor Conti busted the whole Oakland sports thing. All Sean Porter with them too. I don't, man, all them dudes suspect. I ain't the biggest Andre Ward fan, so I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Lawrence Williams though. Jonah likes to stream food and review. Salute, bro. You know, but but yeah, SS9 29061. People can say Marquez was mad drug, but look how some of them dudes are snack looking. Sean Porter don't even get tired. You know what I'm saying? Look how they accused Jermell Charlo being on steroids, but look at Danny Jacobs. You know what I'm saying? Nobody say shit about Danny Jacobs. It's about being on that coincidental list. You know, it's all about discrediting fight. That's what boxing about now. You don't see nobody making no uplifting videos for real. No real positive prediction videos, no positive videos like that. For everything is about drama. It ain't about the jab. It ain't about footwork no more. You know, it's all about the drama. These dudes want more drama than women that watch Black Ink and Love and Hip Hop. You know, they love to discredit a fighter. Soon as Andre Ward beat Kovalev, oh, you hit him low. You know? What you think they're going to say about Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia? They already got their excuses locked and loaded. They got the excuses locked and loaded. You know what I'm saying? If Errol Spence, I don't know why Errol Spence and Keith Thurman didn't want to fight Manny Pacquiao. You beat Pacquiao. Oh, he was old. He was 40. But let Tension go out there and beat Floyd or let one of them dudes beat Floyd. Oh, Floyd, you know, they're like, oh, he beat Floyd. You know, what Floyd older than Manny Pacquiao. You know, and that's just what it's about now, man. I respect very, very few YouTube pages, man, that do boxing, man. I respect very, very few. I'm gonna just keep it real. I respect very, very few dudes because it ain't too many dudes that got the best interest of the sport in boxing at hand. You know, a lot of these dudes don't, man. A lot of people won't understand it though. Motherfuckers say you hating this shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm just telling you how to keep it. I'm keeping it real. A lot of these dudes is using boxing to get paid, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what they doing out here, man. They using the box community, milking y'all niggas, selling y'all some shit. And these niggas don't know shit about boxing, man. I've been saying it for the long time, bro. Back when I had a couple hundred subs, bro. A lot of these dudes don't know boxing. You couldn't sit these niggas in the room with niggas that know boxing. They couldn't float. They couldn't even float. They couldn't dead man float. Couldn't float on their back. You know, they couldn't sit there and place and what they call a skin water. They couldn't do it, bro. Asante L, salute. And a lot of people, y'all get put in with the glitz and the glamour and hit y'all with the flash and the pan, the hustle. A lot of these dudes don't belong in boxing, man. I'm gonna say about 90% of people in boxing media, new media, old media, don't belong in the sport of boxing. And that's a fact. They don't belong. They don't belong. They don't belong. You know what I'm saying? And how I know it is, dude, you have, and I'll move on to the Canelo Floyd joint in a minute. You have dudes out here that, like, if I talk to Cali Enigma, bro, and we wrap it up like just on the phone, bro, Cali Enigma know boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that nigga know boxing. Like, he knows sports in general, so you can funk sway. But then you have other dudes behind the scenes that'll tell you, bro. Like, dog, you know, I really don't feel that way, and woo, woo, woo. And then to get back to you, oh, dude, he like, dog, like, get out of here with that fake ass shit, man. Get out of here with that fake shit, man. A lot of these niggas is fake, bro. A lot of these dudes is fake, but it ain't about who got the best boxing knowledge, Lawrence Williams. Kid Buzz, salute. It ain't about who got the best boxing knowledge, and that's sad though. But also, it can't just be about who got the best boxing knowledge, because, you know, you got to learn how to articulate it and reach niggas, man. You got to learn how to articulate it. You got to bring something different to the table. You know what I'm saying? If you know how to articulate it, you know, put a little humor with it, or put a little bit of whatever you from with it, and people will like it though. But like I say, a lot of people, man, these dudes talk about boxing, but they don't know boxing. And it's sad, bro. It's sad though, man. But a lot of these dudes is milking niggas on YouTube, man. They milking y'all. They don't know shit about boxing. Trust me. I see through these motherfuckers, man, like a window. You know, before, Canelo told Floyd Mayweather today, or was it last night? called him off for a rematch. All right. He said USA Today. I'll put the article in the description. Give me 1 second. Y'all can read along or check it out when y'all get an opportunity. Give me a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Here I go. That's an article link right there. He says, to USA Today, asked Canelo what he would say if Mayweather called him up and inquired about availability, and responded by saying, anytime he's ready. I've always had a little itch for a rematch since way back, and now I'm more experienced and more mature. Canelo said, it's a fight that maybe will happen and will be a great experience. Well, basically, that was a quote that he made, and everything else is opinion. He also said that it was a very boring fight. He didn't come to fight. He won over experience. Canelo said, we have to work hard for that fight. We have to work very hard for that fight because he's a fighter that doesn't throw much punches. Oh, get the fuck up out of here. These dudes, man. That's the first time I read that article, all right? Let's hit the like button. These dudes, man. These dudes is jokes, man. You know what I'm saying? These dudes is jokes, man. I'm just telling you. That nigga Floyd Mayweather was popping that. He didn't lose a round. He didn't lose a round. You didn't throw no punches, bro. Canelo Alvarez got pasted all night at will. Oh, it was a very boring fight. Mexican motherfuckers use that shit all the time, man. And I'm just keep it real. Mexican motherfuckers use that shit all the time. Oh, he moved too much. Like, I'm supposed to sit here because you ain't got no feet. They play all that soccer. All that soccer growing up, and Mexicans ain't got no damn feet. They kick this football all up and down, or the soccer, we call it soccer. They kick this soccer all up and down their youth. What Mexican got some fucking feet? Mikey Garcia might got the best feet of a Mexican that I've seen. You know what I'm saying? But he couldn't keep up with Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? They kill me with that shit. Oh, you know, he didn't. That motherfucker was beating you upside your head. I thought I was hearing that song. Oops, upside your head. He was beating Canelo upside his head. It was cinnamon on the ground. How many more punches you want him to throw? These dudes is jokes, man. They always got excuses. They always got excuses, man. They always come up with excuses talking about Mikey Garcia, not Danny. Yeah, that's Mikey said the same thing with Terrence Crawford. Oh, he run too much. He run too much. He run too much. I ain't trying to hear that, bro. Learn how to cut the ring off. Learn how to cut the ring off. What about when Pernell Whitaker beat Chavez Sr.? He ain't move that much. For the most part of the ring, he sat in the middle of the ring and outboxed him. They be killing me with that shit, man. Coming up with excuses. Oh, it was making an exciting fight. It's up to you to make an exciting fight. You, the younger fighter, talking about experience. All experience in the world ain't gonna help you from that ass whooping. You ain't got that much better to stop Floyd from beating your ass at the right weight class. Now, you done ran up to 168 and you talking about a rematch with Floyd. Man, get up out of here, man. Get up out of here. You gonna come back down to 54? I think not. Floyd don't, when you shut somebody out, when you win 12 rounds to nothing, you don't deserve no rematch. What we need to see for? And people want to say, well, Canelo was young. Canelo lost to Lara after that in most people's opinion. Yeah, they robbed Pernell. Canelo lost to Lara after that in most people. You ain't got no better. You just been fighting whack-ass opponents. You ain't fighting nobody with no rhythm. That's why he don't want to fight Charlo. They don't want to fight no fighter that got no footwork, no speed, no slickness. They don't want to fight no fighter like that. None. Yeah, some people thought Cotto beat him. Cotto was old. And he still couldn't knock out. Who was Canelo knocked out? He ain't knock out nobody. Austin Trout, Alexander Lara, Cotto, Mosley, Triple G. Who has he knocked out? Who has he fought since then? Cotto? Lara, he lost to Lara. Some people thought he could have lost to Cotto. That was closer than expected. Chavez Jr., Golovkin twice. Golovkin, Chavez Jr. is not in the same bracket as Floyd Mayweather. Neither is Cotto. Cotto's a great fighter. One of my favorites. Great fighter. But they ain't in the same class, bro. They're not in the same class skill-wise as Charlo. That's why he don't want to fight Charlo. He'd prefer Danny Jacobs. Let me tell you why Canelo will prefer Danny Jacobs. He prefer Harrison Ford. Salute. He prefer Danny Jacobs. Okay, he prefers Danny Jacobs. But Danny Jacobs ain't that fucking good. Danny Jacobs ain't slick. Y'all see Danny Jacobs? His footwork, his legs looking stiff as Canelo legs. Danny Jacobs ain't got no fluidity. He ain't slick. Danny Jacobs is the guy with a lot of speed, a lot of power, but the nigga ain't slick. He throw that club and jab and varies in no power. He had got to been knocked out before. He had got to don't have great defense. You know, he is a really good puncher, really good speed. But Danny Jacobs, most people feel that he don't have that dog intangible in him. You know, he don't have that intangible where you don't fear Danny Jacobs. Niggas don't fear Danny Jacobs like that. You would think a dude from Brooklyn with the attributes that Danny Jacobs got would inflict fear in fighters, you know, but he don't. When you got knocked out and people say it was the cancer in his back, hey, his grandmother died that day. Hey, whatever it may be, you shouldn't have took the fight. You shouldn't have took the fight. You took that fight, got knocked out. Then Sergio Mora knock you down. That's all I need to see right there. Sergio Mora drop you, bro. So they don't look at Canelo will prefer Danny Jacobs. He'll prefer Golovkin because Golovkin ain't shit. I've been telling y'all that for years, bro. Don't move his head, but he move his feet. That's good, though. But at the end of the day, he's straight up and down. I remember Sergio Mora said a comment a while ago. He said, I'm not scared of you if I can hit you. He said, I'm more worried if I can't hit you. But if I can hit you, I ain't scared of you. You know? So you can score on Golovkin all day. Golovkin ain't fought nobody that was a rhythmic movement with speed and some good power. Willie Monroe was a guy that was training in his garage, bro. Willie Monroe was training in his garage, just won the Boxino tournament. Trained in his garage and won the Boxino tournament. And you fight Willie Monroe, tell him move up 6 pounds. Your trainer said he more known than Arizona Lara. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. Salute to Harrison Ford for the super chat. Love the content from day in, day out. Appreciate it, my brother. Make sure I hit that like button. Salute to Harrison Ford, man. I appreciate it. Call him Harrison Ford. Oh, actor. But yeah, man, that's what they want, bro. They want a particular style because they feel they can't beat that style. Danny Jacobs is on the cusp of that style. You know what I'm saying? He right there. Well, he ain't got that defense. His foot movement ain't that. Well, Charlo, he got that defense. He got that head move. Renique 313. He got that head movement. You know, a little bit of movement. His feet ain't the better as his brother, but he formidable. And he tall. And he big. They don't want Andrade. If Andrade ever got his shit together and got active and built his core up and built his legs back up, Andrade ain't had no legs versus Walter K. He was on Family Dollar leg on table legs. He didn't have no legs. You know, you can't be out there, you know, and fight every now and again, expecting your body when you get to 30 to continue to perform. When you get to your late 20s, you got to start eating different. Because you ever notice you used to eat a whole bunch of shit when you was a kid and when you was in your early teens and your late teens and your early 20s to mid 20s, you eat a whole bunch of shit. One day you eat them hot Cheetos, man, shit. One day you go to Coney Island, Renique 313, you get the motherfucking chili cheese fry middle of the night, you know, get you a Coney dog or two, man. Get you a Coke. Shit, your stomach is turn that mother sucker out. You know, so when you get up there, you gotta be more active. I remember Roger Mayweather told Floyd that he was like, "Oh, it takes 6 months to build a pay-per-view." You know, I don't know what happened to that motherfucking algorithm, whatever you call that, whatever that niggas doing pay-per-views in 2 months, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, people doing pay-per-views in 2 months. You know, so you got it when you get up to the late 20s and mid 30s. That means you really got to be, you know, you really got to be on it. You know, you really got to be serious about your fitness, serious about what you put in your body. And in boxing, you got to be serious about your activity level. You know what I'm saying? You got to be real serious about that. Or if you don't use it, you're going to lose it. They say that to old people all the time. What's going on, Arson Draper? Salute. You know, if you don't use it, you're going to lose it. And Andre sitting at home, doing nothing. You know, he at home, he ain't doing nothing. You could be in the gym, you know, hitting the bag all you want to. Ain't no simulation for a real camp, and ain't no simulation for a real fight. Y'all know, so that, I mean, that's just what it is, man. So if Andrade ever get his health back together, you know, it's on like hot popcorn, man. He be any. I told people before he'll beat a Charlo if he can beat. I didn't say he will beat a Charlo at this point, but he could have beat a Charlo when he was active. You know, he could have beat Charlo when he was out, but he ain't active. You can look at a lot of people saying it was a great performance. No, it wasn't. Look at the level of competition he was fighting. Fighting a guy from the continent of Africa that have never left Africa. You know, he never left Africa. You're not supposed to be getting dropped by that guy, even though they didn't call it a drop. His legs, he wasn't stable. Look at his legs. His upper body like spinning like a top. He wasn't stable. He wasn't stable, but you know, if he get more active, and Eddie Hearn said they want to get him more active to get him up to par, he got the style to beat Canelo too. He ain't got a lot of power. That might not work in his favor because he don't have that power at 160. He got to build that power up, but that power build if he got more active and let his legs and built his legs back up. That power come back. His legs and his core, his legs is gone, man. You could tell. Everything he was throwing, he was off balance. You know, if his legs get back strong, Andrade beat a lot of guys. The power increased too. You know, but you know him fighting Canelo. You know, if he build himself up and he can get a little bit more power on his shots, that'd be a difficult fight. But you gotta knock out Canelo, bro. $365 million on his own. I don't care who you is. You got to knock that man out. You know. Oh, he ain't gonna be in the building. He might be in the building for the Charlo joint. I doubt it though. He don't want that smoke. He got to build himself back up. He fighting in Rhode Island next. I heard. You know, he don't want that smoke. Make sure I hit that like button. I appreciate everybody that's up in the building, man. But yeah, back to Canelo Mayweather, man. Canelo, we got on that because Canelo don't want to fight nobody, and that's like Mayweather. Mayweather scared the shit out of him, just like many other of these Mexican and UK fighters that don't know how to deal with these rhythmic movement fighters, bro. And what you need to do is you need to spar with them more. You know what I'm saying? If you spar with these guys, and you went to the same gym as these guys, you could be like Kelly Pavlik. You know, Kelly Pavlik was able to handle. Kelly Pavlik sparred in the gym with brothers. Now Bernard Hopkins, that was Bernard Hopkins was just a phenomenon. You know what I'm saying? Bernard Hopkins was just, you know, he wasn't gonna fuck with Bernard Hopkins. Hopkins was a different breed. But he stayed in the gym with brothers and was running brothers out the gym, and that helped him in his professional career. Them UK dude, like Josh Kelly, if he sit his ass over there in the UK, bro, you know, Canelo is not better than Kelly Pavlik. No, he's not. Kelly Pavlik would beat the fuck out of Canelo Alvarez at 160. You know what I'm saying? Kelly Pavlik would destroy Canelo Alvarez at 160. Hell no. You might say he beat better competition. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't really beat a lot of his competition, Canelo Alvarez. He's a good fighter. All that shit was close. Canelo Alvarez would beat the fuck out of Kelly Pavlik. I mean, Kelly Pavlik beat the fuck out of Canelo Alvarez. And I ain't gonna let you get away with that one. Jermaine Taylor will beat the fuck out of Canelo Alvarez once. Now, hold on. Now, can Canelo Alvarez change that perception before people run off with that quote? I don't care if you run off with it. You know, could Kelly Pavlik change that perception? Yeah, he could. I mean, could Canelo change that perception? Yeah, he could. Because if Canelo Alvarez go out there and clean that division up, his perception totally changes. He knock a Charlo out, he knock a Jacobs out, beat a Andrade, and clean that division up. Hey, you ain't gonna have too much argument with me. But Kelly Pavlik was a big middleweight. Kelly Pavlik was extremely built big middleweight. And what Sergio Martinez did to Kelly Pavlik, Canelo Alvarez don't have the feet to do that to Kelly Pavlik. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Canelo really in the middleweight. He ain't grown to be in the middleweight yet, but he has super middleweight. But that's another topic. That's another topic for discussion. You know, but Jermaine Taylor was really good in his own right too. Jermaine Taylor was a good fighter. I think Kelly Pavlik, you know, took something out of him, or he was partying too hard or whatever. But Jermaine Taylor was a really, really good middleweight too. He was really good. Arthur Abraham was a really good middleweight, but he never fought Kelly Pavlik. You know, he's supposed to fight Kelly Pavlik. I think it was Kelly Pavlik. It never happened. He sat over there in Germany, and he didn't come. He didn't move up. He moved to 168 into the World Super Series boxing, or the World Super 6 boxing, man. So, yeah, man. But yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Anybody with that style, man, that Mayweather guy, that slick rhythmic style, them Mexican fighters and them UK fighters, I want to fight them guys. But if they got in the gym with those guys, like Josh Kelly right now, back to my point, Josh Kelly right now should be in the gym over in America sparring brothers. You know what I'm saying? He should really be getting that work. If he gonna fight with his hands down, he better get acclimated to the speed of American fighters. Oh, Abraham was knocking cats out at 160. My Rick James voice, cold-blooded. He did duck. That motherfucker was ducking, though. I mean, people say he was ducking. I don't know what it was. He sat over in Germany. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he was trying to chase a Felix Stern fight like they say Triple G was. And I don't know why Triple G and that far Arthur Abraham, they both was over in Germany. That's a great mystery. You know, at that time, Arthur Abraham probably would have knocked Triple G out. You know, but, you know, Felix Stern got robbed by Oscar De La Hoya, never came back to America again. You know, give me one. I don't know who this is calling. I hate answering phones, bro. They got to just leave a message. UK fighters are dumb and hard-headed. I doubt that he'll train in America. Well, they say he want to train in America. You know, they say he wants to train in America. So that's what he should do, but like I say, Mayweather tapped the Canelo ass again at the right way. He can't make 160, so you know that's a fight ain't gonna happen. What happened to Dimitri Pirol? He in politics now. He injured his back. He had back problems. I heard after that Danny Jacobs fight, that was he had a subpar fight after that, but he in politics over there and somewhere in Europe. He in politics, hurt his back, had real back injury, forced him to retire. So. You know, him and Triple G was supposed to fight, from what I understand. Wilder and Fury pay-per-view prices, then we get to wrapping it up. We talked about this a little bit yesterday on the live stream. I don't know if anybody else touched on it, but Wilder and Fury pay-per-view prices is $65 standard definition, and I guess it'd be $70 high definition. And yeah, man, I don't know, man. I don't know why they priced it so high. Because I heard it was rumors that if he had fought AJ Wilder, it would have been $50. But $70 is I didn't think it was gonna be that much. And people say, well, Canelo Alvarez and Triple G was $85, and Mayweather and Conor McGregor was $100. You know, so you know, in perspective, this is almost 2 times as much as a Anthony Joshua pay-per-view. Because Anthony Joshua pay-per-view was $20 a pound. $20 a pound in U.S. money translates to $40. So it's almost 2 times as much. CJ, a lot of people in the UK think Fury is going to smash Wilder in this fight. It can happen. You know, maybe it do happen. But my concern is the speed. You know, I'm not even worried about the power. My concern is the speed. You know, the speed is what is what's gonna get Fury. Yeah, I mean, with that undercard, man, that's terrible. I mean, that undercard, I talked about it yesterday. I want to be the dead horse dead. That undercard is atrocious, man. You know, undercard, you would be looking at ring walks for Wilder and Fury if they did it right. If they wanted to do it right. You'd be looking at ring walks for Wilder Fury around 11 o'clock because the card kick off at 9. Joe Joyce should be able to get Hanks out of there. Luis Ortiz should be able to get Kaufman out of there like that. Harris should be able to get Jason Wilborn out there in a few rounds. Hey, them fights can be done in about an hour and a half. Only thing that's gonna take long is the time between they're gonna be doing a whole bunch of festivities. So they might as well say episode 3 for all access for the Wilder and Fury pay-per-view card. Say episode 3. Save it. Put episode 3 in before the main event. Tyson mentally weak. Man, I don't believe that mental shit, man. I mean, a lot of people gonna like what I'm saying, but I don't care. These white people always playing that mental card, man. That mental health card. I don't believe that shit. That nigga was juicing, man. Hey, he ain't had no mental problem, bro. I don't believe that shit, man. Always when they doing some shit in America and pow and stuff, it's always the mental health. Ain't shit wrong with that nigga, man. He got caught with that shit in his ass. That's what happened. And that's why he played the role he did. Ain't nothing wrong with him mentally. Believe by that shit. This undercard does not scream $70. They could have just did, Wilder Fury and Adonis Stevenson and Goofy. I'm not buying that mental health shit, man. That motherfucker was on some shit, man. Like they caught him and they threw that shit away. The UKD is full of shit, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with that nigga, man. Ricky Hatton was getting drunk over there. You didn't hear that motherfucker crying about mental health. Ricky Hatton was blowing up 50 pounds above, 40 pounds of blood, 147, getting thrown. Him and Joe Kawasaki playing with the devil's dandruff. You ain't hear none of them niggas over there talking about mental health. You know what I'm saying? That shit wrong with Tyson Fury. Trying to play that role, man. That's how they trying to spin it and trying to sell it, man. Stay woke, man. Stay woke. Yeah, they swept that shit up under the rug. I was the only dude talking about it because you had to read to really know about it. You had to read. And they say it's the best place to hide a secret. Best place to hide a secret is in a book. Motherfuckers ain't gonna read no books. He want to get paid. He know the AJ fight ain't gonna happen. This probably presents the best payday for him. And plus it's it is what it is. Because people gonna say, oh, he wasn't ready. They gonna have a built-in excuse for him. This is Mikey Garcia and Deontay Wilder in the same boat. Golden Glove said it could be Floyd versus Ricky Hatton 2.0. Could be. Mikey Garcia, Errol Spence and Wilder in the same boat. If they win, they ain't gonna get no credit for this shit. Only way they can get credit for this is these pay-per-views smash numbers. Yeah, you get fat sniffing coke, especially when you get off of coke. You trying to go clean. Brown on Boxer say the only problem Fury had was he knew he was gonna get KO'd by Wilder and couldn't take it. He knew Wilder was going to stop him. Yeah, everybody. At that time he had a better chance. Wilder wasn't, as confident as he is now in his abilities. Mark, salute. Now Wilder is confident in his abilities now. Hey, you know what I'm saying? He had all them belts, all the belts except for one. And that's because Vitaly Klitschko had that one and retired. Mikey Garcia can go get a payday versus Lomachenko. I didn't understand that, man. And he talked about that yesterday, man. Give y'all some OT. He talked about Lomachenko. Team never reached out to him and all of that, and this and that, and basically said, Bob Arum was on some BS, man. But and like I said before. It is what it is, man. You want to move up 2 weight classes, that might messed up his career. Well, when you try to get off coke, when you try to get off coke, you know what I'm saying, and you trying to go clean, that's when you fluctuate. Some people fluctuate in weight. You know what I'm saying? That's when you fluctuate in weight. So yeah, that's when you fluctuate in weight. You know what I'm saying? You try to look for like something to replace that, I would guess. You know what I'm saying? Wilder will only get credit if he beats AJ, in my opinion. Shit, they probably gonna try to take that away from him too. But yeah, pretty much. That's gonna be a hard fight to get. Then, when you smoke weed, man, it's like when you smoke weed and eat a whole bunch of food, you don't gain weight. That's funny. You know what I'm saying? You get high, you eat a whole bunch of stuff. I don't smoke, but I used to, like, for a short period of time, man. You smoke and eat, you don't even gain no weight. They go right to sleep, and I guess your body will burn off those calories right away, especially when you're young. You got that fast metabolism. The fighters on crack in the 80s weren't fat. Nope. But when they got off that shit, they was. we already know. I ain't going to say no fighters that was on crack in the 80s. I mean, they obvious to see. Two of them fought each other. One of them at the Mayweather boxing gym. And another one trains Ab Judah for a hot minute. Now, we just talked about him earlier fighting Chavez. Alvin McCall was high on crack when he fought Lewis. He was in the ring crying. Crack was an epidemic, man. That was huge, man. Yup. I heard about him too. But everybody was new. It was a new drug. It was like Molly and all that shit they doing now. I don't indulge in drugs, man. I don't smoke no weed. Every drug got different effects on some people. I don't even mess with none of no drugs out here, man. I be scared to take pharmaceuticals, man. I don't smoke no weed because you don't know what they put in the weed. I remember they put too much of something in weed, and my nigga got paralyzed, or something like that. He couldn't move. That motherfucker had the ambulance had to come get this nigga, man. That nigga went back and bought weed from the same dude the next day when he got out of the hospital. I don't even smoke with I don't trust these niggas, man. I don't trust these niggas weed. I don't trust none of that shit, man. Fuck that. Then the backwood and the Swisher roll making people addicts because they got tobacco in it. That's why people becoming addicted to weed. They're addicted to the rap more than the weed. The rap is addictive. It's if it was in papers, you wouldn't get addicted like you is. So that's why people getting hooked on weed because of the raps, the backwood, the Swishers, and all that other shit. I don't know who smoked game. I guess if you money funny, you smoke game, but a lot of them dudes get addicted to the tobacco rap. All right, Alex. So I wonder if Hearn has his back against the wall. Will it force to make Wilder and AJ? I hope so. The only thing that can save Hearn right now is Gervonta Tank Davis and Tevin Farmer and maybe Jacobs and Canelo and AJ and Wilder. This might be the positive thing about this weak ass zone shit. Cause he gonna be sinking. He gonna have to make AJ and Wilder, man. He got to make that, man, to save the zone. And then again, that fight might not land on the zone. So he gonna have to make sure that fight land on the zone. And then when he go back home, Al Heyman gonna be putting on shows back home. So he got to compete for Frank Warren and Al Heyman now. Golden Gloves boxer said also, CJ, people over here saying that if Wilder loses to Fury, this is really bad for American boxing because he lost to a guy that's been off for 2 years and come back and fought two bums. He definitely ain't a good look for him. But we don't give a fuck about heavyweight boxing no more. So, you know what I'm saying? Wilder trying to bring that back. So it really ain't a bad look for American boxing because a lot of Americans don't like Deontay Wilder, to be honest. So, I mean, if he lose, motherfuckers just going to throw Errol, Spence, Terrence Crawford in your face. That's all they going to do. No, he won't make AJ versus Wilder. He still has the UK. That's what I'm saying. When he go back to the UK, Al Heyman and Frank Warren going to be putting on shows now. You know what I'm saying? Al Heyman putting on shows over there now. It just ain't him and Frank Warren being the second rate now. Now you got two guys that can work together to beat you out. You know what I'm saying? They letting Anti-Yard be on the undercard, you know. So, Alex Santos said Hearn has been on the L train in America, and that cancer shit is work. Yeah, that cancer shit was empty, bro. His shit be darker than dark. He he's like, man, I know they got to be chewing his ass out. Then they paid $300 million for the equivalent of NFL Red Zone, MLB, for MLB Red Zone, basically. Ain't nobody care about no baseball. Nobody care about no damn baseball. You know what I'm saying? Nobody looking at no baseball. That sport dying just as fast as any other sport in America dying. Kids don't know how fun baseball is to play, though. Baseball is way more fun to play than watch. I mean, you can make a case that baseball is just as fun to play as basketball. Especially when you put the money you can make. Especially you ain't putting that strain on your body. Especially if you a guy in baseball that's diligent to your health, that's diligent to keep your health up. Baseball ratings ain't high. Maybe the World Series was, but overall they not high. That's the fastest dying sport in America out the major sports. Because it's NFL, NBA, and then it's probably baseball, but it's dying. And hockey killed itself with the lockout. Ain't nobody watching baseball no more. All they hardcore fans is dying off. Those baby boomers and all them that were hardcore baseball fans is dying off. Baseball is hand-eye coordination. That's it. And it's hard, too. Don't let it fool you. That hand-eye coordination is hard, too. That shit is hard to play. That's hard to play. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun. It's good money for less strain on your body. You can play that shit till you 40. But cats rather go out there and play football, and because it's popular. People gonna go risk football because it's popular. But if you really knew what was good for you, put your son in baseball. You can train your son on baseball, take him to the cage, get him that baseball pole with the baseball tied to 2 strings. It's a very cheap sport to play, accessible sport to play. And then the benefits, reaping the benefits of baseball, I mean, you're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars. And if you so happen to be a great American baseball player, white or black American baseball player, I mean, your endorsement's gonna flow in, and you can get kids to gravitate towards the sport. And it's better than soccer because soccer, you wearing your ass out running up it's only so long you can run up and down that field all year. Only so long you can run up and down that shit all year. Baseball, you ain't putting no strain on shit if you keep yourself in health. A lot of them dudes don't be healthy. They be eating, cheeseburgers and coney dogs in the dugout, drinking beer. But if you kept your health up in baseball, man, shit, you could play seriously into your mid-40s. Especially if you can be the great American star that everybody love and can drive people to the sport of baseball. Yeah, but soccer got an expiration date on the player, like an early expiration date on it. When them legs go, it's over with. You running up and down the field all day, your legs go, they gone. It's a good sport to make money, but baseball, motherfuckers getting three contracts worth $200 million. That's $600 million right there, not including endorsements that you're getting. And then when you get done with an MLB and you be washed up, you can go over to Japan and play. Yeah, and that's why I say you got to keep your body in shape. The reason them dudes suffer them injuries, bro, in baseball, because I'm not including the pitchers. Okay, pitchers got an expiration date on it, but you always can go be a reliever or some shit like that. But with baseball, a lot of them dudes don't keep themselves in shape. A lot of them dudes don't keep themselves in shape. A lot of them dudes got beer belly guts, Prince Fielder out there, and if you keep yourself in shape, what's up, Travis Brewer? If you keep yourself in shape, you'll be all right. You can last. These dudes drinking beers and smoking weed and doing all types of stuff in baseball. Bo Jackson was the truth, man. He said, I play football, soccer in my body. I've been through a lot with all the training. Yeah, it's a lot, man. I just look at them niggas and get tired. Like, I look at them niggas and get tired. Like, Basketball too, man. 82 games, you know, training all day. You got expiration date on it. And think about them basketball, football players, man. They try to live that extravagant lifestyle, bro. They try to keep up with the E40s and all the rappers and entertainers and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. All their money be gone when they retire. You know, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get off, man. I got this bathroom anyway. Go ahead and get off, man. I appreciate everybody for coming through, man. Shout out to Kid Bud, LLC, Austin Draper, Quentin Hamilton, Golden Gloves, Alex Santos, Austin Draper, Quentin Hamilton. Keep going. Roger, I see you. Zulu Immortal, appreciate it. Mark, I see you. Renique 313, salute, my Detroit brother. Augustus Bird, I see you. Alex Santos, Gerard Peterson, excuse me. The Sweet Science, y'all go subscribe to the Sweet Science as well. Lawrence Williams, y'all go subscribe to Lawrence Williams as well. Fan perspective, always good to see you, brother. Appreciate Harris Ford for the super chat. Low place, I see you. Banco, Boxing, Wayne Jr., I see you. Everybody that came through, I definitely appreciate you guys for coming through. Probably do another live, later on as well. If some boxing news come in, if not, it'll be something else. We go.